ethically, interdisciplinary, and impact driven research also. So, what does it mean to be a future ready researcher? It's about combination of curiosity with adaptability, technology with ethics, maybe innovation with purpose. In today's conference, we just walked through the 6 key strategies from embracing digital tools and interdisciplinary collaborations to evolving entrepreneurial thinking and communicating research effectively. Just before starting that 6 strategy, just I want to give one example. Yes, I hope that every UG students, yes, many UG students in the part of the conference. So previously, Vidya madam also communicated to me to at least that in between little bit use that vernacular language. It's better understanding for our students also. Yes, I agree for that. Yes, just I'm at least in the time of example, I'm just too little bit touch with the vernacular also. Okay, don't worry about that. Here I'm just to giving one statement. Everybody's of thinking like that. Research is it's a vague concept. Research is a in-depth knowledge. So if you want, if having some good insights, good experience, then only go for enter that research. Nothing. It's everything is nothing. Actually, research it's not a vague concept. If generally research is a interesting part, right? Because you know one thing, in that wearing the tie, bags in the hands, telling the lies, what we can say? Because normally we can think about marketing. Yes, it's not a thing, right? Marketing, கையில பை, கழுத்துல டை, வாயில போய் இதெல்லாமே இது வந்து மார்க்கெட்டிங் கான்செப்ட் கிடையாது, you know. Yes, the same thing, the researcher also think like that. The researcher means we just to be download lot of papers, we refer lot of literatures, we just to be modify the articles, just to submit that publishers, yes, paid or free version. This is not a research. Yes, it is one of the part of research. If we need, we go for publication, that's it. But the research is different. Yes, the research, read plus search, yes, simply says for search for many thoughts, many ideas, the day-to-day things. That is research. So please don't worry about that. Research is a very interesting concept. Just I want to, if you involve the research, even UG students, even PG or MPhil or scholar level, anybody's that we are taking the research just like that. Okay, but we just need some strategies. Yes, we want to follow some strategies in an effective manner. Definitely the research is very easy for that. Okay, so here I'm just giving one small story. One day one school invited the motivational speaker. Okay, that time it's one of the small function. Just to think that, imagine that it's one of the small functions, it's going on for that school campus. They are inviting one a motivational speaker also. That time some parents also in the part of the meeting, teachers, students, some of the stakeholders also part in the meeting. That time the motivational person called one student. Okay, just called one student. That time he said that just to give one chalk piece, to say simply, you just to draw a line left to right, likewise. Okay, he did. Then the motivational speakers just to again to ask the audience, யாராவது ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்கீங்களா இவருக்கு அப்படின்னு ஒரு கொஸ்டின்ஸ் ரைஸ் பண்றாரு. ஸோ சம் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் ரைஸ் த ஹேண்ட்ஸ் ஆல்சோ. தட் டைம் the motivational speakers convey the message to their friends, you just to motivate him to இன்னும் ஹைட்டா அந்த லைன். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் அந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட் வந்து ஒரு ஒரு சும்மா ஹேண்ட்ஸ் லிஃப்ட் பண்ணி ஒரு லைன் டிரா பண்ணியிருக்காரு. ஏன்னா அவரு வந்து மோட்டிவேட்டர் வந்து வேற மாதிரி எதுவும் கைட்ஸ் கொடுக்கல, ஜஸ்ட் சொல்லியிருக்காரு லெஃப்ட் டு ரைட் வந்து ஒரு டிரா பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. ஸோ அந்த பையனும் ரொம்ப அழகா டிரா பண்ணிட்டாரு. தென் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் கிட்ட சொல்றாரு, நீங்க அவரை மோட்டிவேட் பண்ணி இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் ஹைட்டா லைன் டிரா பண்ண சொல்லுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. ஸோ ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸும் சொல்றாங்க, மச்சான் அவனால முடியும், ரைட் பண்ணி இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் ஹைட்டா டிரா பண்ணு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவனும் அந்த ஹேண்ட்ஸை வந்து ஹைட்டா ரைஸ் பண்ணி ஃபோல்ட் பண்ணாம திரும்ப லெஃப்ட் டு ரன் பண்றாங்க. தென் அந்த மோட்டிவேஷனல் ஸ்பீக்கர் எகைன் ஆடியன்ஸை பார்த்து, இங்க இவரோட பேரண்ட் இருக்கீங்களா அப்படின்னு கேக்குறாங்க, இந்த ஸ்டூடெண்டோட பேரண்ட் இருக்கீங்களா அப்படின்னு கேக்குறாங்க. எஸ், அஃப்கோர்ஸ் அவங்க அப்பா அந்த ஃபங்க்ஷனுக்கு வந்திருக்காரு, அவரும் ரைஸ் ஹிஸ் ஹேண்ட்ஸ். தென் சொல்றாங்க, உங்க பையனை இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் மோட்டிவேட் பண்ணி இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் லைனை ஹையர் அப் பண்ணி வரைய சொல்லுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. ஸோ இவரும் மோட்டிவேட் பண்ணி அவரோட அப்பா சொல்றாரு, தம்பி கண்ணா உன்னால முடியும், ஸோ ப்ளீஸ் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் ட்ரை பண்ணி ஹைட்டா லைன் ட்ராப் பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவருமே அந்த பையனுமே ஃபீட்டை ரேம்ப் பண்ணி லைன் ட்ராப் பண்றாரு. செகண்ட் லைனை விட தேர்ட் லைன் வந்து இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் ஹைட்டா அந்த போர்டில் டிஸ்பிளே ஆயிருக்கு. தென் யூ நோ தட் த டீச்சர்ஸ், இவரோட டீச்சர்ஸ் யாரு அப்படின்னு கேக்குறாங்க. அப்போ வந்து அவங்க டீச்சர்ஸ் வந்து இவனை திரும்ப மோட்டிவேட் பண்றாங்க. யூ கேன் மோட்டிவேட் மட்டும் கிடையாது, டீச்சர்ஸோட ஒர்க் என்ன, ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி என்னன்னு வி நோஸ் வெரி வெல் அபவுட் தட், ரைட்? மோட்டிவேட்டோட கைடும் பண்றாங்க. எஸ், யூ ஜஸ்ட் டு பி த பிக் டோ இருக்கும் இல்லையா, இந்த பெருவிரல், அதுல நீ ப்ரெஷர் கொடுத்து நீ இன்னும் ஹைட்டா ட்ராப் பண்ண அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு கைட் பண்றாங்க. அவனுமே இன்ஃபேக்ட் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஃபோர்த் லைன் ரொம்ப ஹைட்டா ட்ராப் பண்றாரு. ஸோ எதுக்கு நான் இந்த எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்றேன் அப்படின்னா, த ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி, எஸ் இதே மாதிரிதான் நம்ம கொடுக்க போற 6 ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜியுமே. இதெல்லாமே ஒரு டிப்ஸ். எஸ், எப்படி ஒரு 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 பையனால மோட்டிவேஷன்ங்கிற ஒரு விஷயத்த உள்ள கொண்டு வந்தோம்னா அவரால் ஹையஸ்ட் பொட்டன்ஷியல் டெலிவரி பண்ண முடியுதோ, த சேம் திங், ரைட்? வி ஆர் த ரிசர்ச்சருக்கு தேவை சில ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி, சில மோட்டிவேஷன்ஸ். எஸ், அதை தான் நான் இங்க வந்து ஹைலைட் பண்ண விரும்புறேன். அந்த மோட்டிவேஷன் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா, அதாவது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரிசர்ச்சருக்கு தேவை வந்து இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட். Apart from that, after that, the proper motivation and guidance, then technological support, then financial support, then finally we need the good network also. So everything we having, definitely the researcher provide that good research, right? First you want to be understand research publication is different. Okay, the research is different. Yes, if you want, yes, outcome of the research, you go for publication, you just to convert to the publications. Okay, but the publication alone not providing the value of individual. Okay, please keep on that mind. Why I'm just to ensure here, because in that strategy now, this third strategy, it's entrepreneurial skill, how we can convert the idea to the real world. So that time we can discuss elaborately. Okay, so the strategy here I'm just to giving their 6 strategies. This strategies is not about keeping up, right? It is about stepping forward with intention into a role where research can lead to real change. Yes, that is most important. Yes, here I'm suggesting 6 strategy for future ready researcher. We can see one by one almost the basic things covered by morning section Anand sir also. But thank you Anand sir. The Anand sir delivery, it's little bit help for me to reduce my burden to deliver you for understanding. Thank you Anand sir. So here, and our first strategy for becoming future ready researcher is to embrace digital research ecosystems, because the research today is no longer confined to bookshelves and isolated labs. We now have AI and especially machine learning tools that can significantly fast tracking literature review. Yes, detect patterns in large data set and even predict research trends. These technologies don't replace the researcher. Please keep it our mind. Yes, it definitely don't replace researcher. They augment our capabilities, right? So platform like Archive and SSRN allow researcher to publish yearly findings via preprint, encouraging quicker disseminations and feedback, especially a crucial advantage in fast moving field. Yes, before 15 years before 13 14 years before, we just to collect some literature review means we will take more than 1 years, because we are visited a lot of physical library. That time not possible to any digital libraries. So even that open engine platform also just getting very less publications. So we that time we faced a lot of issues, so automatically the delayed in the research. So if we involved any one research, first we understand the basic concept. So the basic concept we get it from through research, I mean through literature. So hardly the 1 year it will take. It was take, but now it's not like that. A lot of platforms are there. Example, Archive, SSR. It's a quicker disseminations and feedbacks we can possible to get, as well as that fast moving field also. The next, the digital libraries and open data repositories are changing the way we can access, store, and share the research also. You know that Pixar, the tools, open science framework, we can shortly say that OSF, Open Science Framework. It's promote transparency and reproducibility, especially the pillar of good science. Yes, the science people, these are the Pixar and Open Science Framework. It's helpful to them. On a practical level, the reference managers like Zotero and Mendeley, it's help organizing the sources and citations, making our research process more efficient. You know very well what is the citations. Yes, a citation means our research publications. Yes, some of the people want to be acknowledged. Okay, each acknowledgement, our account also just increase for single citations. Yes, that is the meaning. For before that, how we can increase the citation? It's only for involved in the global level, connected with the global publications, global increase our global networks. So automatically the citation also will be increased. I'm just to tell them the time of the strategic will come in that slide. Okay, so making our research processes more efficient. Yes, even the tools like ChatGPT can play a supportive role, especially in idealization, brainstorming, outlining, or simplifying complex content. However, it's crucial to emphasize these tools or assistants, not authors. The intellectual ownership must always lie with the researcher. So, by integrating these tools and platforms into our workflow, we not only stay current, yes, we also free up more time for creativity, collaboration, and critical thinking. Next, our second strategy is to promote interdisciplinary collaboration. The one of the most powerful drivers of innovation in modern research. One of the most significant pushes of the NEP, National Education Policy 2020, is to promote interdisciplinary research. Still, many of the professors, many of the academicians, it's having lot of discussions. The NEP, National Education Policy, having lot of advantages as the same thing, lot of disadvantages also is there. Okay, we want to discuss about now for that disadvantages, as cons, everything. Now we can take that what is the one advantage, major advantage in the NEP. That is for envisions breaking the traditional academic silos by encouraging collaboration across the field, to be it science, humanities, management, commerce, or technology, right? The idea is to foster a culture where students and researcher can integrate diverse perspective, solve complex real-world problems more holistically, and drive innovations. This shift not only enhance the creativity and also enhance the critical thinking, but also align with global educational standards and need of the knowledge-driven economy also. That interdisciplinary, for example, management, the HRM, yes, how the recruiting, shorting their application through using AI. Yes, this is one of the research. Here, HR, one discipline, as well as the technology, the other discipline, just to be mingled here. That is interdisciplinary research. Yes, in accounts, in trading, that share market, nowadays lot of cryptocurrency concept also entered here. Yes, in India, government also now just to be given that approval of cryptocurrency, right? That much of lot of research is going on regarding their cryptocurrency. It's the good in invest the cryptocurrency is good or not, that especially for Indian economy, middle class people, we can just go for the trading of cryptocurrency, it's the better, or still we face the struggle of Indian investors. So a lot of things is going on. So my concern is, so that one Bloomberg terminal it's having. Yes, it is Bloomberg terminal. It is one of the technology. It's helpful for analyzing the trading, which company trade is better, which company assets, which company liability is less more than assets. Yes, so we can just, this terminal, it's helpful for analyzing their company's background, for giving some tips to the investors. Okay, that much of research only to find some terminal. So we can use the Bloomberg technology. It is one of the financial, it's a fintech concept. Finance as well as the technology concept merge now, so automatically it's creating one of the domain also, fintech. Nowadays, lot of management B schools or just to be started the new course of fintech. These are the domain combination also just to be developed in the concept of interdisciplinary research. So to solve today complex real world problems, we can no longer afford to work in the academic silos. Whether it's climate change or the pandemics or ethical AI, these are challenges are required diverse perspective and blended expertise. The researcher must actively collaborate with technologies, designer, policymakers, social scientists, and even the communities they aim to serve. Such collaborations lead to more comprehensive solutions and higher societal impact. Let me highlight a powerful case study. During the COVID-19, the pandemic time, we saw a rapid collaboration between especially bioinformatic experts, AI researcher, and public health professionals also. So this fusion of disciplines led to predictive models that helped governments anticipate outbreak patterns, manage resources, and even design targeted interventions. So the benefits, what is the benefits is behind of such collaborations? Yes, the first one is richer insights. You see the problem from multiple lenses. Yes, multiple views. A second advantage is greater funding opportunities. Yes, of course, the Anand sir also just to be indicate their his sessions about their financial support given by management side, many of the government agencies also. Yes, the many grants now explicitly seek a cross-disciplinary and cross-sectorial proposals. Yes, if we are sending some proposal to the NAC or AICT, UGC, ICSSR, even many state governments, TNSTC for our Tamil Nadu government. So lot of government bodies are helping the research for giving the granting of fundings. Okay, a lot of even MSME also. Yes, the Ministry of Medium Small Enterprises na. So MSME also just to giving more funds to the researcher to convert research into the real conversions of concept. Okay, in short, the interdisciplinary collaboration is no longer optional. It is essential for future ready research that makes a meaningful difference. Okay, so the third strategy is stay connected globally. You know that the research without borders. In today's hyper-connected world, the research is no longer confined to a lab, a library, or even a single country. The future-ready researcher is not just a local thinker. He or she is a global contributor, right? Why the global connectivities matter? Yes, because the innovation happens when diverse minds collaborate. Access to cutting edge research, data set, and tools often come from international platforms. Being connected globally built visually, credibility, and opportunity also. Yes, you know that before I'm just to mentioning their citations. Yes, I was worked in the time of Tamil Nadu. That time my citation is very less. It's only for 13 to 14 citation. That's it. But I shifted to Nath. Yes, Pune na. So within 2 years, my citation should be crossed more over 100. So how it's possible? Yes, because the connectivity of global. Yes, we just to develop our network. We are trying to publish our article. We try to express our research to connect with the industrial people along with the industrial experts. We just go for publications. Automatically, it's selecting for good publishers. So our papers, our article should be published for good publications like Scopus indexed, ABDC, especially for A category journals. So automatically many citations will be come. That meaning is the many professors, they are acknowledging our papers in their research, right? So that is the network is most important. How to be globally connected? The question is there na? That is engage in international conference. Yes, you first thanks to your management to organizing such an international conference, like right the students now the students and faculty having it's one of the opportunity to develop at least 2 professors. Yes, one from Anand sir. Yes, it's a foreign professors network. You having immediately you connect with LinkedIn. Okay, I am also expecting people, the students of Iman College, the faculties of Iman College, please request to connect for LinkedIn. Yes, because in my LinkedIn, more than 15,000 professors and industrial peoples are in my network. So all the 15,000 professors are just directly connected with your platform also, right? Your pages also. So that much of things it's happening. So we organize or we participated a lot of international conference, maybe attend, present. Yes, even virtually also. The platform like Web of Science, Scopus, ResearchGate host many events. Is even many free international conference also. You join automatically, the global connectivity is possible. Second one is collaborate on cross-border projects. That is most important. Use academic network to partners with researcher in different countries, joint publications and grant application enhance global perspective. You know that Iman College professors, 2 or 3 of them, just to sharing your paper, ideas, thoughts to publish one paper means in your institutional view. Even IQAC head Kanaha Sundari madam knows very well about that. The accreditation, they will consider it is one of the, it's only one counting of behalf of your institution. That's it. But if you the 3 faculties just to be collaborate with other institution faculties. Yes, for example, one faculty of Iman College just to be collaborate with one Jamal Mohd College faculty, Iman College professor, one of the ex just to coordinate with the SRM University of Chennai. So one of the faculty connect with myself means they are published having their opportunity for 3 publication. The same time your institutions 3 numbers, yes, count should be increased. That is the another advantage in the collaborative, globally connected. Globally means not only for foreign people, even we connect with the other institutions, other university faculties. Now lot of private universities or evolving, not only in Tamil Nadu. Even if you take that, that Pune, it's an educational hub. We can say that lot of private universities, Flame, Balaji, ITM, lot of famous private universities are there. Lot of faculties are ready to do their collaborative works, even through giving their proposal through LinkedIn. That's enough. No need for phone numbers, everything. Yes, they are giving their one small proposal through LinkedIn. It's okay. Previously, if you go for any conference or something, we are sharing their some cards, business cards, right? Nowadays, you know that the QR code, we just to show it, they are easily connect their LinkedIn QR. Automatically, our network will be developed, right? Then automatically our citations, everything should be increased. Then leverage digital tools, especially not only LinkedIn, Orchid, ResearchGate, then academia.edu, yes, to stay connected and showcase your work. Then publish in international journals. Choose reputed journals, yes, that ensure your work reaches a global audience, especially Thomson Reuters publishers, Himalaya publications. So lot of good publishers, you just to be tried to publish na, so automatically your publications just to be reached for many professors forum. Then apply for international fellowship also. Example, you know that even the professors also, you are just to give some, develop some courses to ask the permission from MOOC, yes, Coursera, Edu, yes, platforms. So automatically your volume of material is good, your video presentation, sample video presentation, everything you want to be shared before getting their approval of MOOC and Coursera. Yes, a lot of platforms are available, but once you get that approval, your material should be valued, means automatically you just to be known many of the countries, yes, many of the students to join that courses. So automatically your international exposures, yes, it's go for next level, it's reached for next level also. Then research is not bound by borders. Please keep on that. It is it's fueled by curiosity and connected by collaboration. That is most important. The next fourth strategy is developing an entrepreneurial mindset. Yes, this is what most important, transferring the research not just into the paper. Yes, please mind it, but into impactable solutions. Yes, future ready researchers must go beyond discovery and ask, how can this research be applied in the real world? That is also a question. Second one is, can it lead to a startup or pattern or even influence the policy reforms? Yes. I hope that தூங்கிட்டீங்களா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம்? இல்ல you got lot of bore?
No ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, இல்ல அப்பப்ப எனக்கும் யூஸ் பண்ணணும் வெர்னாகுலர்னு வருது, பட் கான்டென்ட் வைஸ் போனோம்னா அது ஃபுல்லா ஃப்ளோல அப்படியே வந்துருது. எஸ், சாரி. எஸ், ஆக்சுவலி யூ நோ தட் த என்டர்பிரனரியல் மைண்ட் செட் இஸ் மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். நம்ம ஏன் நினைக்கணும், நம்ம பண்ற ரிசர்ச்சை நம்ம பேப்பரா தான் பப்ளிஷ் பண்ணணும்? இட்ஸ் நாட் நெசசரி. எஸ், இஃப் நம்ம பப்ளிஷ் பண்ணோம்னா அதுல சில விஷயங்கள் என்ன அப்படின்னா, பப்ளிஷ் பண்றதுக்கு டைம் டு டேக் மோர் லாங் டைம், right? Sir, morning section, sir also just to ensure that highlighted that some of the good publications, it will take for 3 years, more than 3 years to review the paper. Yes, then after giving their acceptance, take more than 1 year for publications timing also, right? So ஏன் நான் 4 வருஷம் என்னோட கான்செப்டை வெயிட் பண்ணணும்? அதுக்குள்ள அந்த கான்செப்ட் அவுடேட்டட் ஆயிடும், ரைட்? இப்ப நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னா, சோ இண்டஸ்ட்ரீஸ் கூட கொலாபரேட் பண்ணலாம். எஸ், ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஹெச்ஆர், நீங்க உங்களோட அனாலிசிஸ் ஜஸ்ட் டு பி டிஸ்கஸ் வித், ஐ மீன் நீங்க என்ன மாதிரி ஒரு கான்செப்ட் கொண்டு போறீங்க அப்படின்னா, ஹெச்ஆர்ல ரெக்ரூட்மெண்ட், அப்ளிகேஷன் ஷார்ட் பண்றதுக்கு என்ன மாதிரி நீங்க ஏஐ யூஸ் பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு ஒரு ரிசர்ச் பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னா அந்த ரிசர்ச்சை கொண்டு போய் ஒரு 4-5 இண்டஸ்ட்ரி பீப்புள் கிட்ட நீங்க பிரசன்ட் பண்ணலாம். சிஹெச்ஆர்ஓ இருப்பாங்க இல்லையா, எஸ், சீஃப் ஹியூமன் ரிசோர்ஸ் ஆஃபீஸர் எவ்ரி கம்பெனிஸ்ல இருப்பாங்க. ஸோ அவங்க கிட்ட நீங்க அப்ரோச் பண்ணனீங்க அப்படின்னா கண்டிப்பா உங்களோட ரிசர்ச் ஒரு உண்மையிலுமே உங்க ரிசர்ச் வந்து பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா ஒரு 1 year எஃபர்ட் எடுத்து குளோபலி சம் பீப்புள்ஸ் கூட கனெக்ட் பண்ணி பொட்டன்ஷியலா பண்ணியிருந்தீங்க அப்படின்னா யூ கேன் பாசிபிள் டு ஈஸிலி டு கெட் தி அப்ரூவல் எஸ் ஆஃப் சம் இண்டஸ்ட்ரீஸ் ஆல்சோ. அப்ரூவல்ங்கிறது வந்து சாதாரண விஷயம் கிடையாது. தே ஆர் கிவிங் சம் ஃபர்தர் ரிசர்ச் அமௌண்ட் ஆல்சோ. அவங்க என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, நமக்கு வந்து சில விஷயங்களை வந்து ஐ மீன் ஃபண்டட் நமக்கு கொடுப்பாங்க. ஸோ ஃபண்டட் வந்து லேக்ஸ் கணக்குல க்ரோர்ஸ் கணக்குல. ஸோ பேஸ்ட் ஆன் அவர் ரிசர்ச்சை பொறுத்து, பேஸ்ட் ஆன் நம்ம கம்பெனி அப்ரோச் பண்றதை பொறுத்து இருக்கு. நான் எப்படி போய் ஒரு கம்பெனி அப்ரோச் பண்றது, நான் முன்னாடியே சொல்லிட்டேன், லிங்க்டின். எஸ், இட் இஸ் அ ப்ரொஃபஷனல் பிளாட்ஃபார்ம். ப்ளீஸ், இன்னைக்கு நீங்க எதை லேர்ன் பண்றீங்களோ இல்லையோ, இன்னைக்கு முதல்ல எல்லாரும் யாருக்கெல்லாம் லிங்க்டின் அக்கௌண்ட் இல்லையோ, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யூ ஜஸ்ட் டு ஓபன் தட் லிங்க்டின் அக்கௌண்ட். எஸ், இட் இஸ் த ப்ரொஃபஷனல் வே டு கனெக்ட் ப்ரொஃபசர்ஸ், இண்டஸ்ட்ரி பீப்புள்ஸ் அண்ட் எஸ்பெஷலி ஃபார் அகடமிஷியன்ஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ இதை நீங்க பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா உங்களுக்கு நிறைய நெட்வொர்க் கிடைக்கும். அது உங்களோட ரிசர்ச்சை நீங்க அங்க உங்களோட கான்செப்டை வந்து நீங்க அங்கேயே வந்து நீங்க ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணலாம். ப்ரெசென்ட்னா ஹோல், அதாவது பிரீஃப், நாட் இன் டெப்த். நீங்க நினைக்கலாம் நான் ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணோன்னா காப்பி அடிச்சிருவாங்க. நோ, எவ்ரி ரிசர்ச் இஸ் யூனிக் நேச்சர், ரைட்? நீங்க எப்படி எடுத்துட்டு போறீங்கிறதுல இருக்கு. இன்னொருத்தவங்க எல்லாம் காப்பி எல்லாம் பண்ண முடியாது. இந்த ஏஐ பொறுத்தவரை வந்து பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா எல்லாமே ஏஐ ஃபேக்டர்ஸ் வந்து நீங்க நம்ம என்ன நினைக்கலாம் அப்படின்னா ஏஐ வந்து லாட் ஆஃப் நெகட்டிவ்ஸ் இருக்கு. நாங்க காப்பி பேஸ்ட் பண்ணிடலாம், ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா எல்லாருமே அதுல இருந்து பிளகாரிசம்ஸ் ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணிடுவாங்க. பிளகாரிசம்ஸை வேணா ரெடியூஸ் பண்ண முடியும். நீங்க சென்டென்ஸ் எல்லாமே, நீங்க கான்டென்ட் எல்லாமே இட்ஸ் a unique in nature. That is, it's most important. Yes, equally important is exploring funding opportunities beyond the traditional academic grants. Yes, so their growing support for research to impact journey through platform like adult innovation missions also. It is promoting a culture of innovation and incubation in India. Yes, the central government schemes, you having their good research, you can just to be approach the adult innovative missions, everything through online. Yes, it's automatically they are giving some granting. Yes, but the government agencies we can approach for granting purpose na. So the time deadlines, some process should be involved. But if you better, you can go for approach the corporate. Yes, nowadays lot of corporates are ready to give that spend more amount to the research also. Yes, so நீங்க அந்த மாதிரி கூட அப்ரோச் பண்ணலாம். ஈவன் IDEX, that is encouraging defense innovations by startup and researcher. So by cultivating entrepreneurial thinking, the researcher position themselves, yes, not only as knowledge creator, but also the solution providers. Yes, the capable of bridging the gap between academia, industry, and society. We just do your research, it's helpful for connect between the three of them: academia, academicians, industry people, and society. Yes, that is most relevant. The next one is that strategy is we are embrace the innovation and agility. Yes, we must never lose sight of the foundation of all meaningful research, especially ethics and responsibility. Being future ready is not about spreading and technology. I mean, speed up and complete the technology using their technology. Yes, it is also about integrity, accountability, and trust. The key framework guiding responsible data handling is the FAIR principle. FAIR, findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable. The findable means the data should be easy to locate through proper indexing and metadata. Yes, we acknowledge one of the researcher, work means that is not a problem. Yes, we copy and paste without acknowledge means that comes under the plagiarisms. It is not a fair. Yes, in every research, the ethic is most important. Second one is accessible also. Available to those with the right permissions or under open access. Yes, we can utilize some of the pattern or some of the models. We just to be get the prior permission of the particular people. Yes, particular stakeholders. Then interoperable, usable across different systems and software. The reusable also, well documented and licensed for future use and replications. It usually important to avoid predatory journals that compromise the peer review and creditability. The researcher must be vibrant, choosing reputable indexed journals that uphold quality standards. In our increasingly the data-driven world, we must also ensure data privacy, obtained information concern, and respect the right of participants, especially when using the AI tools or conduct the cross-border research. And finally, we need promote reproducibility and transparency by sharing our data methodologies and finding in a way that others can violate and build upon. This is the essential for long-term creditability and impact of our work. If say short, the ethical research is not a box to tick. It is a backbone of innovation that endure, right? So the final strategy is the future skilling and lifelong learning. The pace of technological and methodological change is so rapid that yesterday expertise can quick become outdated. To stay relevant, the researcher must be continuous learner. One crucial skill area is coding and data analysis. Please keep in mind the language like Python and R are no longer just for computer scientists. They are now essential tool for all researchers in nearly every field from social sciences to biology. Yes, the platform like Coursera, Swayam, NPTEL offer flexible and high quality MOOC courses also that allow us to upskill our own pace. Right? So the whether it's AI ethics, advanced statistics, or research methodology, there is a course for it. Yes, in addition to formal learning, we must also engage the global knowledge community, for example, to attend the webinars, virtual conference, and online workshops, right? Even, leading journals, research lab, thought leaders on platforms like ResearchGate, Twitter, LinkedIn. So the idea is simple. A future-ready researcher is not someone who knows everything, but someone who is always learning. So always adopting and always evolving. Let us commit to a mindset where learning does not stop with their degree, right? Because in the future, learning is the only constant, right? So I hope that it's end of our sections. Yes, do you have any queries? please, because I'm having a lot of extra slides also, but your Vidya madam strictly says that please just to close your sections. Yes, at least 12:45. Okay. So anyway, thank you so much. I'm just to here. I just to complete one quotes. Yes, by the legendary management thinker that Peter Drucker. Yes, I'm just to wind up here. The best way to protect the future is to create it. Right? This capture the very spirit of our conversation today. As researcher, innovators, and educators, we are not passive observers of changes. Right? We are active creators of the future. Thank you all for your attentions and your commitment to become your future ready. Yes, now I just open the floor of questions, thought, reflections. I'm happy to engage in discussions. Guys, anyone, please?
No questions, ma'am.
ஓ தட் அந்த அளவுக்கு நீங்க அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? டவுட்டே இல்ல அப்படின்னா உங்க ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் கிளாஸ் கவனிக்கலன்னு அர்த்தமா இல்ல நல்லாவே புரிஞ்சுதுன்னு அர்த்தமா மேடம்? ப்ளீஸ் anyone good feedbacks I'm expecting. Another thing is any negative feedbacks also I'm just expecting from your side.
Good afternoon, ma'am. First of all, I really like your accent a lot. Your communication style and your way of speaking was so inspiring, and it was not too much overly thinking, and it was very nominally understandable, yet it is so stylish. So I really like your accent a lot.
Thank you so much. Yes, actually I am not in Vadakans. Yes, I am in Tamilan. Okay,
Yeah,
so I am also very proud for that.
Yeah, I can sense that from your speaking, but still it was very nice to hear.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Any questions from student side, madam? It's okay. Thank you so much. Really, I am also very excited to deliver that little bit sharing my knowledge here. Thank you so much. If your time will permit, any one day I just come to in physical for your college. I am also eagerly. Yes, we'll see if my time and your time will permit. Definitely, I will just come into your college in physical. Okay, all the best.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable information. As we draw this session to close, I would like to invite Ms. Baujia Banu, Assistant Professor, PG Department of Commerce, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, everyone. First and foremost, I extend our deepest gratitude to Dr. R. Priya for her insightful address and innovation ideas on preparing future-ready researchers. Your thoughts truly sparked a spirit of academic curiosity among us. Thank you, ma'am. Finally, heartfelt appreciation to all. Let's carry forward today's learning into meaningful research outcomes. Once again, thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
It's time for online paper presentation. I invite the students and research scholars to present their PPT. Now, I invite Reshmika, Department of Business Administration, Bishop Herbal College, Tirchi.
Good afternoon, all. Please allow me a minute to share my PPT. I hope my PPT is visible to everyone.
Yes, Reshmika, you can proceed.
Yeah. So, good afternoon to everyone. It's my pleasure to present this paper presentation in front of all the students and scholar. So, I am Reshmika from BBA Department of Bishahiba College. So, my topic for today's session is Gen Z Factor, the study of workspace culture and performance in social media marketing. So, many of us are now aware about the immense presence of Gen Z generation, which are drastically distinct and unique from the past, which is the millennial generation. Now they had little grown up and enter the workspace. So Gen Zs are the generation from 2005 to 2012. These are the students, or these are the generation who are named as Gen Z, and they are now entering the workspace. As they are entering the workspace, there are multiple gaps, there are multiple new problems and new disturbances being felt by the workspace and organizations. So we have specifically chosen workspace culture in digital marketing or social media marketing for the reason that Gen Zs are digitally native, high digital native generation. So let's dive into the presentation currently now. So, as I told you, this is the reason that we have chosen Gen Z, and myself also Gen Z. I can understand the pain points of the Gen Zs, and we have made a research about the gaps that are prevailing between the Gen Zs and their bosses or the superiors being the millennials. So, moving forward, what are the research problems and the gaps that we found from this research is that Gen Zs are now entering the workspace. So there is a need for significant change in workspace, particularly in this digital marketing area. We know that they are digitally native generations. So they are entering the professional roles. They has to be molded towards the professional roles they had to play. And they have their own unique characters, values, and work preferences compared to the millennials. For example, millennials value money and respect more than anything, but whereas the Gen Zs are valuing more their free time, their exploration avenues, their diversity. These are the prioritized for Gen Zs. And then we have the second gap we understand is the lack of comprehensive understanding. So this comprehensive understanding between the subordinate and superior is really minimal in the new workspace. So we have to motivate the Gen Z talents to meet along with the organizations, goals, and other policies where we have to understand the Gen Z's feeling. Thirdly, we have the mismatched workplace of cultures, workspace culture. So, for example, Gen Zs don't like to have a rigid workspace, having a table and chair, the PCs installed. They don't prefer that either. For example, Google's Office is the best example where the Google have free flowing workspace culture where the staffs can work from any spot of the office. They have a play area, they have the Zen zone, they have the Google themed area. So the staff members are have freedom to work from any place of the office where they don't have the rigid table and chair setup. So such kind of cultures are being expected from the Gen Zs, whereas the workspace is being little outdated, where they have only the rigid system. Fourthly, we understand the multi-generational workforce challenge. Of course, the subordinates are being the Gen Zs and the superiors are being the millennials. There is a biggest gap of understanding each other. There is no mutual understanding between the subordinate and the superior, and that has to be collaborated and that has to be communicated. So these are the problems that we understand from our research. Our research questions were very simple, which we have discussed early. So we understand the influences of the workspace culture and team dynamics should be integrated. Secondly, we understand what are the key factors that contributes to Gen Z's job satisfaction. As I mentioned early, Gen Zs are not just satisfied with the money, but they expect something else than money, like holidays, micro retirement. Micro retirement is a new concept arrived from Gen Zs where they want around a month or 15 days of retirement from their job. And thirdly, we understand the extent to Gen Z's technological proficiencies, which is a well known fact that Gen Zs are technologically proficient and they are well expertise in that. But we have to understand how it is being implemented and how it is being measurable in their native work. And fourthly, we get to understand that Gen Z's value and expectation regarding work life balance. Yes, work life balances of Gen Z's are completely different compared to the millennials. So, even in millennials generation, work can be done at their home. They don't mind to do their work, their pending work at their home. But in Gen Z's, it's completely the opposite. They want everything done within the office hours. They are not ready to work beyond the office hours. They are not ready to work on the holidays. So they have a very rigid time management schedule for their work and their life being separated. And lastly, we understand what are the strategies that can be implemented in organizations to strengthen the both diversified workforce inside the workspace. So these are the research questions and objectives. Moving forward, understanding the Gen Z is the first step to make it effective in their workspace environment. So we understand that Gen Zs are digitally native for the very obvious reason that the technology and digital evaluation have been happening in their growing phase. So they are obviously digital native. Secondly, they are emphasizing a lot on healthy equilibrium between their work life balance. And thirdly, they are very interested in their diversity and inclusivity, where which means that they are ready to explore new things, they are ready to travel, they are ready to try new things, they are ready to be experimented. So such kind of work suits them the best. And fourthly, we have the collaborative environment. In millennials generation, leadership was the debatable topic, but in Gen Z's context, leadership is not the debatable content. Rather, they are ready to be collaborated. Means they are ready to work as a team. They are not fighting for the position. Rather, they are ready to work as a team, as a community. Community is the more buzzing word in this generation. Next, we have the innovation in digital marketing. Obviously, young minds will have something innovated compared to these millennial minds. So they are very updated. They are very knowledgeable in all those innovative things. So they are really worth noting in the innovation part. Lastly, we have the communication styles. Most of us would have seen many reels in Instagram that these Gen Zs are even using the shortcut, like how we use please PLZ, even for the formal mails. So the communication style compared to the millennials are being unique, and they are not preferring the formal communication, rather they are preferring the effective communication. So these are the key characteristics of Gen Zs. Now we have understood the problems, we have understood the characters of Gen Zs and what can be implemented as a solution to transform the workspace. Here are our observations and solutions being crafted. We understand point number one as flexible work arrangement, how Google does it. So we need not to have a rigid workspace. Rather, we can promote a remote workspace or a flexible timing, like not to have 9 to 5 job, rather any sort of timing that can be adopted. Like say for example, 6 hours of work, 7 hours of work, according to your flexibility. That will be motivating Gen Zs to work more committedly, and that can improve the effectiveness of the Gen Z workforce. Secondly, we have the personalized career development. As I mentioned before, they are very keen in understanding and exploring things new. So, career development is something they are prioritizing more than money or is anything else. So, providing Gen Zs with more exploring options could be a great choice. So, thirdly, we have the technological driven workspace. Even today, many of the top technological companies are more using the old, outdated or old age techniques or tools to be worked in the workspace. Rather, incorporating some newly advanced cutting edge technologies into the workspace could be a profitable option both for the millennials and Gen Zs in the workspace. Fourthly, we have the purpose driven culture. As I said before, we can modify the formal communication into the Gen Z's communication to some extent, or understanding both the generations' cultural emphases, we can combine something new. And we have few more additional strategies to leverage Gen Z's strengths, because Gen Z's do have their own strengths which are being in
Okay,
absence.
thank you, Reshmika. Reshmika, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
As I'm Dr. Vidya. I have a question.
Yes.
So what inspired you to explore the relationship between workspace culture and performance in digital marketing.
Thank you for asking the question. That is our main motive. Because in the recent days, there were multiple news being published in various news channels that there is a biggest conflict being happened between the millennials superiors and Gen Z subordinate. There is a miscommunication and misunderstanding because of which Gen Zs are being pointed out for negativity. Rather, they have multiple strengths which can be addressed by the workspace. By understanding this and by implementing all these strategies, it could be possible that a workspace can move something towards an advanced and newly innovative spaces. So that's a reason to choose Gen Z as our topic of the day.
Thank you, Reshmika. Thank you.
Yeah, shall I continue?
Yes, you have to.
Yeah, thank you. So, talking about the additional strategies that leveraging the Gen Z strengths are, they are not just a good listeners, but they are also a good mentors. So, we can leverage a two-way mentorship where Gen Zs can teach digitally expertise to the millennials, where millennials can teach about their experiences and industrial knowledge, which are noteworthy and valuable. And then we can have the continuous learning opportunities where Gen Zs are prioritizing opportunities and explorations than anything. And agile project management means that easily movable project managements rather than having multiple tiers of work. Rejecting that and having an easy to move collaborative space can strengthen Gen Zs. And lastly, we have social media or digital marketing advocacy programs where Gen Zs can be the brand ambassadors, which can be easily connecting with the target audience. So that those are our suggestions. Now we are coming forward to the results and findings. It's being again the mostly the same. Workspace culture and team dynamics can be changed. Job satisfaction and productivity factors. Compared to millennials, Gen Zs have different factors which has to be analyzed according to the organization. And thirdly, we have the performance improvement in digital marketing campaigns. Prioritizing Gen Z's attitude and thought processes can be more effective. And then we have the discussions and implications. What organizations can do is Gen Zs are really very straightforward and open in nature. So if you go and ask for any feedback, they're ready to deliver. So we can arise some performance impact feedback forms where they can deliver about their needs, their expectations, so that the organization work on it. We can have a cultural shift where millennials and Gen Zs has to work in collaboration. Team dynamics can be changed according to the new communication and leadership styles. And future implications where organization has to work upon its individuality based on the ongoing projects. And then we have the conclusion of the Gen Zs. Meeting on Gen Z's expectation can be the only solution to eliminate this conflict between the millennials and Gen Zs. And impact on workspace culture, having a mutual impact where it is being favorable both for Gen Zs and millennial could be a great policy. And aligning with Gen Z's value, where they value humanity the most, where they value the elderly the most. So aligning their values can be a greater choice. And harnessing the Gen Z's potential, they are really potential. So instead of blaming them, instead of targeting them, we can now take them into the discussion board, and understanding and improving the organization culture can be best choice. So that was our discussion on Gen Z's factor. So this is my presentation. This is my paper presentation as well.
So, Reshmika.
Do anyone have any questions on this?
No, ma. No.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Thank you, Reshmika. Now I invite C. Nisha Lakshmi, Research Scholar, Department of Nutrition and Dietetics, Periyar University, Salem.
1 minute, ma.
Hello? 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 Hello?
A very good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Rashmika. We are
Rashmika.
really impressed with your presentation.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you believed and whatever you're trying to explain us If you strongly believe that, we are willing to provide an employment to you and support you parallelly with all your PG qualification whatsoever you desire. We are very impressed with your representation. Probably you can get employed with our organization. Thank you very much.
Sure, sir. I will get into that. Thank you so much.
connect பண்ணுங்க ma'am.
Thank you, Nivedika. Nisha Lakshmi. Miss Nisha Lakshmi.
Yes, ma'am. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. I am C. Nisha Lakshmi, Research Scholar, Department of Nutrition Dietetics from Periyar University. Going to present on the topic Sustainable Living and Eco-Friendly Nutrition under the theme Sustainable and Environmental Research. Let me begin. As we all know, sustainability means meeting present need without compromising future generations. It focuses on balancing economic growth, environmental care, and social well-being. It also promotes responsible use of natural resources. This is the reason why I have opted for the theme and the topic.
Now, Nisha Lakshmi, your PPT is not visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Your PPT is not visible.
Ma'am, is it okay now?
No.
Oh, sharing the screen.
You have to share the screen.
Is it okay, ma'am, now?
Yes. Yes, now it's visible.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry for the inconvenience. Let me begin. As we all know, sustainability means meeting present need without compromising the future generation. It focuses on balancing economic growth, environmental care, and social well-being. It also promotes responsible use of natural resources. And this is the reason why I have opted for this theme and the topic. Every living organism depends upon nature for their survival. Imagine a world where the air is clean, food is abundant, energy is renewable, and every child has a future full of promise. This is not a fantasy. This is the power of sustainability. Yet, it becomes important to focus more on the concept of sustainable living and eco-friendly nutrition. A sustainable world is an equitable one, where prosperity doesn't come at the cost of people or the planet. It creates green jobs, reduces poverty, and builds more resilient communities. Not only this, nowadays, population health is a major concern as it is directly linked to country's productivity. And this is the reason why ensuring good and sustainable nutrition, promoting right food choices among every individual becomes important. Hence, sustainability protects the environment, ensures long-term resource availability, support climate change mitigation, promote economic stability and social equity, encourages sustainable agriculture and energy. Next, importance of environmental research. It is becoming more and more clear that dietary choices have an impact on the environment as a whole, in addition to an individual's health. Diet high in processed or air-fried foods are likely to have larger carbon footprints. High carbon footprint indicate more greenhouse gases emissions, leading to climate change, global warming, air pollution, and environmental degradation. Hence, eating large amount of red meat can be the reason for high carbon footprint. In contrast, plant-derived food or plant-based foods are more efficient in protecting the environment. Hence, sustainable nutrition is important to ensure everyone with a safe supply of adequate food and nutrients while also preserving the environment, biodiversity, and local resource. We are what we eat. We are what our food does to earth. Hence, choose food with lower carbon footprints. Sustainable diets are affordable, accessible, equitable, and culturally acceptable and mindful of ecosystem and biodiversity. Thus, vegan, Mediterranean, climatarian diet is a good choice, thereby protecting the environment. As I already said, sustainable diet are affordable, accessible, equitable, culturally acceptable and mindful. It is important for sustainable living, which boosts our energy, keeps us healthy, prevent from disease, and also protect our environment. Hence, nutrition and environment are deeply interconnected. What we grow, how we grow it, and how we consume it, it affects both human health and planetary health. In order to overcome the challenges and barriers, we need the future nutritionist, environmentalist, biochemist, agronomist working together. Interdisciplinary environmental research is the golden key to unlocking a healthier planet. Here is the guidelines to protect our environment. A small dietary changes can greatly reduce impact on the planet. Eat more plant-based food. It can promote health and also keep our planet safe. Reduce red meat as they have a high carbon footprint. We have to choose a seasonal and locally available foods as it can reduce the need for long transportation, which can further lead to high carbon footprint emissions or greenhouse gases emission. Then we have to avoid food waste. It can be avoided by planning a menu prior or storing food properly and use leftover foods creatively. We can also go for organic food products and we can also choose for sustainable seafoods which can be which can lead to avoid overfishing, and then we can limit the processed and packaged foods, minimizing bottled water, thereby reducing plastic pollution and emission. Not only this, we can safeguard our environment by growing our own herbs or vegetables. If we ignore sustainability, we invite disaster, water scarcity, food insecurity, pandemics, climate refugees. But if we embrace sustainability, we unlock a future of health, hope, and harmony. Therefore, a shift toward plant-based diet, mindful consumption, seasonal and local foods, and reduction of food waste can significantly protect our environment. Remember, sustainability is not a choice, it is a necessity. And sustainability research is the compass guiding us toward a better world. Let us not wait for change. Let us be the change our future deserves. Thank you.
Thank you, Nisha
Thank you,
Lakshmi.
everyone. Any
I,
questions?
I have a question. So,
Yes,
what
ma'am.
are some innovative ways sustainable living and
Regarding
nutrition within our college or community?
Yes, ma'am. If we talk about within our community, then we can limit the selling of or consuming of the packaged foods, ma'am, or the foods which have come through a long way, such as air freighted food or long transportation food, which can use a large number of land resource or other type of transportation resource or human resource, which can lead to climate change and which can lead to planetary disturbances. So hence we can consume natural foods or organic foods or foods which are made by our own. That's all, ma'am.
Thank you, Nisha. We have one more question.
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Ma'am. Ma'am, your voice is not audible, ma'am.
Yes, ma. Yes, 2 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I have a question to you, Nisha Lakshmi.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, the vitamin B12 components are more present only in the non-vegetarian food items. And if you are not going
Yes, ma'am.
on to stick on those food items, and what about the vitamin B12? And if you're going to lack on this, then our whole body will get collapse. Can you explain on this?
Yes, ma'am. There is one more innovative food product so called as spirulina, ma'am, which is a natural vegetation source. It is a form of algae, blue-green algae. So vegetarian can blindly go for this spirulina, and there are also various supplementation related to vitamin B12 available on the online sources, online platform or pharmacies. That's all, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Nisha Lakshmi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now I invite Safwan Fatima, Department of BA English from our college.
Thank you so much. Just give me a moment so that I can share my screen.
Okay, Shafan.
Okay, so is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Yeah. So thank you so much for the opportunity, first of all. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shafan Fatima, an undergraduate student of English literature. So my paper is titled Online Poets as Changemakers, a Digital Humanities Perspective. So now there is this one theme in our conference, social innovation and humanities research. And my paper fits right in because here I'm looking at how poets are actually becoming a part of a bigger movement, because online poets are using technology not just to write poems, but to challenge norms and to speak about issues like mental health, injustice, identity, and they also create real social conversations. So basically, this is all about how creativity and technology, when combined together, leads to a change. So yes, so all right, so we all know how poetry has changed in today's world, because few years ago, poetry stayed only in books. Like take for example, academic journals, textbook, or at some open mic events. Poetry was confined only to these areas. But now it is literally everywhere. It's on Instagram, it's on YouTube, and even on Reels and TikTok. And what is more interesting is these poets are using visuals and audio, and they're even using background music to add depth to their poetry. And this is not about reading. So because these days, like with all these elements added to the poetry, it is not just about reading, but it is about watching, hearing, and feeling. And here, the online audience are not just passive, because people are commenting, they're reposting it, they're remixing it, and sometimes people even reply with their own poems. So poetry has now, transformed into something more open, emotional, and inclusive as well. So now, who are change makers today? So here is where it gets really very interesting, because poets are more than just creative. They are becoming change makers. In my opinion, a change maker is someone who sparks conversation, who shifts perspectives, or who influences people. And these online poets are doing exactly, because many of them are writing about real topics like anxiety, racism, feminism, or everyday struggles. And their work is going online. So since it is going online, it reaches a wider audience. Okay, it might reach audience to the people who are feeling the same. So now poems start to go viral and conversations about that begin. So yeah, here the poets are not just writing, they're creating awareness to people, and they're building a community, and they're giving voice to stories that are untold. So in short, poets these days are not just writing, but they're connecting, they're representing, and they're inspiring as well. Technology's impact on literature. So this is where digital humanities come into the picture. So the term digital humanities might sound a bit academic, but the real sense is that digital humanities is nothing but in real words is that when literature is combined with technology, that is where digital humanities begin. So in my case, the poets are not just writing poems. They are designing, they are recording audios, they're creating reels, and they're managing their audiences. They're doing all this so seamlessly. So basically, poets these days are creators, they are curators, and they're community builders all at once. And readers are also changing because they're no longer just readers. They are becoming followers, they are becoming commenters, and they are becoming collaborators. So now the roles are getting blurred. A reader becomes a critic, and a writer becomes a performer. So digital platforms are turning poetry into a living and a breathing space. Okay. So like we'll now talk about social innovation. So usually what we think about innovation is that it is all about startups or policies, but honestly, creativity is as powerful as that. Like think of a short poem. Okay, say for example, that poem is written during a protest or after a tragic incident. So that poem can go viral and it can reach thousands of people, and that is the impact of online poetry. People are turning poetry to feel seen, and when it's online, the reach of the poetry is really huge. It is like a soft activism, okay, where a change is starting with emotion and not in action. And what is beautiful here is anyone with access to internet and digital media with a thought can be a part of this activism. Okay. So now not everything is perfect. Whatever comes with a pro also has its own con. And the first challenge of this online activism is accessibility. Not everyone has access to devices or internet connectivity. So these digital platforms still leave people out. And then there's this algorithm issue because sometimes meaningful poetry will not get seen by people unless it is, getting trend. And also there is this thing called performative activism. Like sharing a poem doesn't always mean that they really care about that issue. People share poetry just to let themselves know to other people that they're aware of the issue. Also, there is this censorship policies and all. So these policies will suppress sensitive topics. So yeah, digital poetry has power, but it also comes with its own set of problems. So yes. So online poets are more than just writers, as I've said before. They're activists, they're storytellers, and they're community voices. And by blending creativity and technology, what these poets are doing is that they're shaping new ways of thinking and connecting. So there is still a lot to explore. Like we can explore how regional poets use these platforms or how AI might influence future poetry. So, but what is clear here is poetry is no longer just a form of art, but it has become a social force today. And that is the core of my paper. Thank you. And I'm now open for questions.
Thank you, Shafan. I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
How can readers support online poets?
Yes. So, okay, that is the main idea behind my poetry. As I've already said, since online poetry has evolved, there are many readers, like people who are not into books are interested in online poetry, as far as I've noticed. So these readers can support online poetry by voicing out their emotions. Like they comment on the poet's post, they share their ideas on that. So since there is no gap between the reader and poets on digital media platform, both can interact together. Like there is no barrier between the reader and the writer. So they can it can be collaborative, or readers can voice out their emotions as well.
Thank you, Shafan. One of the impressive presentation.
Now it's time for offline presentation.
The introduction of research methodology is problem solving. Your work is to identify a problem in a company or a social project. For example, if I'm doing a project on customer satisfaction on a company, let's take Nivea. We might have a Nivea users. My problem is to identify the level of satisfaction on Nivea users. So I would go get consent from the respondents at the company and from my institution. I'll make a questionnaire that which includes their age and qualification and preference of the consumers, which would help me to find a precise solution at the end of my project. So the first step is to find your company, find a problem, and to get precise consent from the authorities. Next step is to find out your methodology and concern of the ethics and policies. You will be collecting data and interpreting the data with the help of the softwares, namely SPSS and kind of things. This will be your second step. And the final step is consolidating all your results and finding a visualized state of your answer. May it be a pie chart or a histogram or anything. Methodology is a systematic and repeated solution, which is the first answer which you found in your methodology will be repeated, and the next step you will get the same answer. No matter how many times you repeat, you will get the same answer. This is systematically methodology. The systematic answer is chi-square or ANOVA. ANOVA and chi-square is nothing but an advanced version of arithmetic calculations. Don't worry about the numbers, softwares will take care of this work. The softwares, namely SPSS and etc. Quantitative research is numerical data. Most probably, the finance selective peoples and analytic selective peoples will go with quantitative data, and qualitative data, human behavior, where HR students and marketing students will go with quantitative data. Mixed method is both, all the techniques are mixed together. Research design and sample. Sample is where you'll identify the population of your concerned project respondents and determining the random sampling or cluster sampling based on your research topic. Random sampling is, I can't find the number of population, so I'll randomly select customers, so I can make my project much easier. This is basically random sampling. And core ethical principles. This is mainly concerned about the respondents, because we will collect the personal details of the respondents, make their age, gender, and their salary. So we should have some concern about them. We should be highly confidential. We should not share this without any consent, and this is only for research purpose. What is research policies? Actually, research is the only thing that will get you a good job. If you want to get placed in your dream company, may it be as high as possible, may it be Tesla, may it be Google. If you want to get placed in that good company, find a problem in that company and do a project, give them your project, they will consider you for sure. Conclusion. All these things are essential for meaningful research, which is ethical consideration, the response of and your data collection should be as true as you can. For further clarifications, I'm right here. Since this is your lunch time, you can meet me in person. I don't take much of your time. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I invite the Swarthi Jamal Institute of Management, Jamal Muhammad College, to present their presentation.
A very good morning to all present here, and a special good morning to our respected judges and faculty members and my fellow participants. So I'm very much honored to present you the topic, my presentation on sustainability and environmental research, redesigning a future one solution at a time. So this paper is not just only about a fact, but it is a remembrance that sustainability is no longer an option, but it is a topic we all should embrace. So let's get into the introduction part. So, as I mentioned in the topic, the meaning of sustainability is meeting our needs without compromising the ability of our future needs. And environmental research refers to helping us to understand how our actions affect the nature and how we can fix it. The fact is, we are today using a very much amount of natural resources, more than we could able to generate in a year. And as a business has to balance its profit and expenses, Earth also has its balance, that we call it as Earth's ecological budget, and we are currently in red. Applications. So in this slide, we are about to see how sustainability and environmental research helps in transforming lives in industry. The first point is climate smart agriculture. It helps us to analyze weather patterns, reduction in greenhouse gas emissions, and develop low carbon technologies. And my second point is circular economy. That is refers to 3R, that is reduce, reuse, and recycle. Sustainability research helps us to design products that are biodegradable. I have a good example here. Unilever, one of the reputed and well-known brand by everyone, is currently working on redesigning products package, which is 100% biodegradable. Don't you think it's very good? And the third point is sustainable building. Before diving into this topic, have you, any one of you went into the term green architecture? No? Okay, let me introduce about that interesting part. So it refers to a green architecture that is using natural light, ventilation, renewable materials, and energy efficient system. So imagine a house with fully natural light and great ventilation. What I'm trying to say here is you can reduce the use of natural resources, dependency on natural resources like fossil fuels. And my fourth point is green energy, solar, wind, hydro, and bioenergy, which helps in reduction of dependency on natural resources like fossil fuels. So yeah, as I mentioned above, and all these points play the central role in redesigning our future. Advantages. The first one is ecological balance. Yes, preserving nature reduces the disaster like drought, water shortage, air pollution, and etc. and cost saving. Many people might think that going green would be really high in cost, but they're not actually. It might feel very cost effective on beginning, but later it gives you a long-term cost reduction. And third one is innovation catalyst. It's literally pushing industries, government, and researchers to find solution for the right problem at the right time. And the fourth point is social equity. Of course, sustainability is all about fairness. Each and everyone is capable of gaining the sustainability. And in this slide, we are about to see the challenges, that is barriers for greener tomorrow. The first point is greenwashing. Greenwashing is something like the industries do not follow the eco-friendly procedures, but they label themselves, they are branding themselves only to drive customers towards them. And the second point is finding gaps, lack of support. So sustainability development is not only about technologies and system, it also needs people support. And the third point is knowledge action gaps. We don't know, we actually know what's right, but we don't always follow it. We know that plastic usage is wrong, but still we go with plastics, right? How many of you know that how much tons we are taking each and every year from the ocean, especially sea species are dying each and every year? And you know that plastic, especially, it takes 450 years to 1,000 years in order to decompose in the land. It's really horrible. And the third point is industrial pushback. Some sectors delay due to cost and habits. Implementation. How we could implement from research and to the reality. I have 6-step framework, that is audit, set goals, adapt technology, eco-culture, monitor, and adapt, collaborate. The audit is you have to find gaps where we are actually lagging up. And the second point is set goals. Once after you find where we are lagging, we have to set a very clear goal. And the third point is adapting to technology. Of course, not only in this sector, every sector is combined with technology. Once after you collaborate with technology, your industry can grow just like this. And eco-culture. As I told already, you need people support, not only systems and technology cannot help you in growing. And monitor and adapt. Once after you do all these above steps, it's not over. You have to continuously monitor and you have to adapt to the various strategies. And the first one is collaborate. You have to collaborate with organizations and the government, NGOs, researchers, and citizens in order to share knowledge and solve the problems. And for conclusion, I would like to conclude by saying that let's not be the generation who understood the concept of sustainability, but We have to implement them and let's be the change. Thank you. Open for questions.
What is a business model that you can generate out of your own presentation?
Sorry, sir.
I'm not expecting an answer today, but we love to hear from you that creating a business model out of your own concept that may help the future generation. You know, just now somebody spoke about the millennium generation, Gen Z, what we call as Generation Zoomers and Generation Alpha. Probably Generation Zoomers or Generation Alpha, which is recently born and all that. Probably whatever you have presented, try to create a business model. Probably people like us can think of investing on it and then trying to take it to the next level. That's just as an idea that I'm broadcasting to you. Just think about it and let's have a chat. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Now, I would like to invite Dr. N. Fairoz ma'am, HOD of Business Administration for conference support. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon to all and all gathered here. The one-day international conference, Empowering Research, Breaking Boundaries and Building Knowledge, was held on July 26, 2025 at Ayman College of Arts and Science for Women. The event organized by the Department of PPE, BCom CE, Internet Quality Assurance Cell, Ayman Research and Development Cell, brought together researchers and academicians from Jamal Muhammad College, Holy Cross College, SRM College, Periyar University, Nehru Memorial College, and CARE College. There are a total of 160 participants registered for the conference. Out of 120 papers, 80 research papers was accepted for publication. The conference featured keynote address by Dr. A. Anand and Dr. R. Priya, who shared their expertise on empowering researchers and innovative strategies for future-ready researchers, respectively. The event provided a platform for knowledge sharing, networking, and collaboration among participants with accepted papers to be published with an ISBN number. The conference was led by a team of organizers, including Dr. M. Munafar Hussaina, Principal, Dr. S. Kanagasundari, IPAC Coordinator, and other faculty members who ensured the success of the event. We extend our sincere gratitude to Mr. M. Habibullah Sir, General Secretary and Correspondent, for his invaluable support and guidance, which played a crucial role in making this conference a success. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
I know you're all working lunch. I don't want to take myself a time. But out of happiness, I'm coming and sharing my thoughts. First, I congratulate all three of you. The BBA department, my coming in the morning, I never thought I'm going to have such an impressive seminar. That too, when I sat in the morning, when I saw the heading of the topic itself, I got a bit shocked. Because to understand the topic itself, I was taking 1 minute. Because empowering research, then double colon, then breaking the boundaries to understand the knowledge, so all that. இந்த புரியாத புதிர் எப்பயுமே ஒரு பிரச்சனைக்குரிய புதிர் அது. அதை கண்டு கொஞ்சம் பயந்துட்டே இருப்போம் நம்ம. ஆனா after seeing my young children, I think 5 of us, I missed her presentation, but of the 4, I was really impressed. All 4 were unique. Probably all 5 of them were a private meeting with me on a working day, whatever is mutually comfortable, all of us. Let's deliberate. Whatever that is possible for me to visualize your theoretical thinking, probably I'll try to give impetus to the entire approach. Let's do something. Particularly the first presentation was very, very impressive. Zen Z. I was thinking a different calculation. I was checking with my son also, because whatever we believed was normally a generation is 10 years, that's how whole split happens. Then 25 years, it also happens. So we all belong to millennial age, which is prior to 2000. And then whatever we call as the generation Zoomers, that's called Gen Z. There's a different time span being given 1997 to 2012, and the girl that represented said 2005 to 2012 and all that. But I believe Gen Z is post-millennial, 2001 to 2010. Because 2010 to 2010 is 2005 is the big point. 2005 to 25 is what is to be 20, 21 years, 25 to 2025 is 20 years old girl or boy. That's what it does. So the work culture, the expectations, sustainability, and then whatever she spoke on, what is the work environment they want, how the knowledge to be, how the remuneration to be, how interaction to be, all that she spoke, which was fantastic. Even my son was saying that. That's one thing was unique. And then the sustainability. With that presenter, I disagree to a certain extent. She's disqualifying red meat is not sustainable. I don't understand that. I don't agree also. As a given mind, I'm not agreeing that. We need to deliberate that. So whatever she spoke largely I understood and I accept also. But one point where I disagree is eating chicken, fish or mutton is not sustainable is I don't agree. Let's deliberate that. Probably the third day of the deliberate. That's the second thing. And the other presentation made your presentation skill, even though I've presented, subject was impressed. But when I see physically, personally, the presentation is very impressive. And I'm sorry. To all five of them, we'll give a small gift. Probably when we invite all five of them personally to our office, and then we will make them have some small interaction, and we'll host them a lunch, good lunch, and then I'll make a personal gift, and we will take it to the next level. So probably the Gen Z girl I want to employ in itself. Because that's what I was talking to my son. We were very conventionalist. We were very traditionalist. And Gen Z work culture, all that when she spoke, probably I won't really understand how I can take my institution to the thinking of Gen Z. This institution, because so long my staff, my team, everybody working with old culture. So Gen Z has got some expectation on us. So let's take that girl advice and then we'll employ her as a PRO and all that. And we'll help her also to do PG, we'll help her to do doctorate and all that as part of our own employment. And then let her research the entire paper into reality. And then to guide the institution to take the next level of Gen Z so that my children are given the gift of Gen Z model of institution instead of the traditional model. So that's one thing. Just because I'm appreciating the first paper doesn't mean I'm not, I came in the middle of your paper and then I left your paper. Other two girls were tremendous. Mashallah, Amma. நான் எதிர்பார்க்கவே இல்லை தமிழ்ல சொல்ல போனா இந்த இது எதிர்பார்க்கவே இல்லை இவ்வளவு இன்டெப்தா போகுமாங்கிறத நான் எதிர்பார்க்கவே இல்லை இவ்வளவு கண்டென்ட் வேற வச்சிருக்கீங்க அந்த கண்டென்ட்ல ஒரு அது சாதாரணமா இருக்கலாம் அந்த கண்டென்ட் வார்த்தைகள் மீனிங் அர்த்தத்தை பார்த்தோம்னா பிரமிப்பு தான் அந்த வார்த்தையா நான் சொல்லணும் அந்த வார்த்தையை நீங்க புரிஞ்சு எழுதினீங்களா இல்ல கட் அண்ட் பேஸ்ட் பண்ணீங்களா இல்ல ஜஸ்ட் லைக் தட் எழுதிருக்காங்க பட் என்ன மாதிரி ஆளுக்கு ஒவ்வொரு வார்த்தையும் ஒரு வார்த்தைகளும் ஒரு அர்த்தங்கள் இருக்கு அந்த அர்த்தங்களுக்கு வடிவமைக்கணும்னா எனக்கு நேரம் இருக்காது இருந்தாலும் என்னால முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு I do the justice of it and thank you very much once again for organizing a tremendous probably எனக்கு என்ன சந்தோஷம்னா இன்னைக்கு என் பையன் இருக்கிற அன்னைக்கு இதெல்லாம் நடக்கிறப்ப probably he himself has to reset his own thinking on the future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's time for certificate distribution.
எனக்கு என்ன குறைன்னா நம்ம ஸ்டூடெண்ட் யாருமே பேப்பர் நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம் நீங்க இந்த மாதிரி பண்ண போறப்ப பேப்பர்ஸ் வாங்கி ஸ்க்ரூட்னி பண்ணி செகண்ட் லெவல் ஸ்க்ரூட்னி பண்ணி உள்ள பட் ஒயிட் பேப்பர்ஸ் பண்ணி தெரியல என்னமோ அல்ல ஒரு பேப்பர் 80 பேப்பர்ஸ்ல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரவுண்ட்ல படிச்சீங்க பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. பட் பிரசன்டேஷன் செலக்ட் பண்ணது அச்சுதான் டைமுக்காக. அம்மா சாப்பாடு நேரம். I will give it as a badge. Don't mistake me. Do the lemon. I will take yours. Okay. ஜென்சி உண்மையாவே ஸ்மார்ட்டா தான் இருக்கீங்க. எங்களுக்கு இந்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி இல்லை. யோர் பிலாங் டு ஜென்சி நோ. ஆனா எனக்கு என்ன ஆச்சுன்னா வந்த டைம்ல இருந்து இன்ன வரைக்கும் அதே க்ரௌட் மெயின்டைன் ஆகுது. யூஸ்வலா பாதி பசங்க வந்து ஓடிப்பாங்க.
Participants from other colleges: S. Muthukumar, 3rd BBA, CAD College of Arts and Science. S. Irfan, 3rd BBA, CAD College of Arts and Science. Surender, 3rd BBA, CAD College of Arts and Science. S. Swati, 2nd MBA, Jamal Institute of Management. M. Leela, 2nd MBA, Jamal Institute of Management.
I'll surely call out.
Certificate of Appreciation submitted to IQAC Coordinator Dr. S. Kannada Sundari ma'am. Certificate of Appreciation. Department of BBA.
எடுக்க முடியுமாமா? ஃபோக்கஸ் பார்க்க முடியுமா?
Department of BBA. Fibros ma'am. Fibros ma'am. N. Shanti ma'am. Vidya ma'am. S. Ralia ma'am. Ralia Begum ma'am. And the students. Next, BCom CA, Alam Jahan ma'am, Abhinaya ma'am, Mobile ma'am. Department of Commerce, Rasli ma'am and the staff members.
இது எடுங்க இப்படிங்க இது எப்படி இழுங்க இது இழுங்க
Next, Department of CS. Department of BCom CA. Alam Jahan ma'am, head of the Department of BCom CA and the staff members. Next, Department of CS. Dr. R. Basmati ma'am. Okay. Department of CS, R. Basmati ma'am, Nafisa Begum ma'am, Shamim Banu. Principal. Next, Department of English, Mrs. Meena Mahadevan, HOD of English, and the faculty members. Department of Maths, Sabida Begum ma'am, HOD of Maths, and the staff members. Amudavalli ma'am, Department of BCA. Department of BCA, Amudavalli ma'am. Holishwari ma'am, Assistant Professor, PG Department of FSM and Jasmine Yuhaita ma'am, Vice Principal ma'am. Dr. S. Satya, HOD of Tamil, and the staff members. Dr. R. Vaideli. Fiorenisha ma'am, next Arabic staff, Assistant Professor, Department of Arabic. A.F. Imrana ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Psychology. Department of Library, Kanaga Sundari ma'am, and Civil Engineering ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let us end not just with applause, but with appreciation for every contribution, every effort, and every presence that made this event meaningful. Now I'd like to invite Dr. A. Vidya, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, one and all. Gathered here. It gives immense pleasure and honor to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee. First and foremost, we thank Almighty for giving us the strength and grace to conduct this enlightening academic event successfully. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the management of Ayman College of Arts and Science, their continuous encouragement, vision, and unwavering support in promoting research, culture, and academic excellence in our institution. A heartfelt thanks to our Janab M.Y. Abdullah Sir, General Secretary, whose strategic leadership and constant motivation have been instrumental in organizing this conference and in shaping the academic path of our institution. We are deeply honored by the presence of our contributor of a distinguished research person, Dr. A. Anand, Dr. R. Priya. We extend our sincere thanks to the chief guest. We extend our sincere thanks to our respected principal ma'am, Dr. Munafar Husaina. We extend our sincere thanks to our director ma'am. A special word of appreciation goes to our IQC coordinator, Dr. A. Kanagasundari ma'am, for her seamless coordination and continuous efforts in maintaining academic quality throughout this event. We also acknowledge the dedication and planning of our conveners, Dr. Alam Jahan, HOD of Arabic and BCom CA, Dr. N. Fairoz, HOD of BBA, Mrs. A. Tasneem Zinat, HOD of BCom. Thank you for your ensuring the smooth execution of today's program. We sincerely thank you all the organizing department, IQSC, IMAN Research and Development Cell, Department of BBA, PG Department of Commerce, Department of Commerce CA for your collaborative effort. A warm thanks to all the faculty members, technical support staff, and student volunteers who worked behind the scenes to make today's event a grand success. Lastly, a big thank to all the participants, delegates, and research scholars who joined the today's event. Your active involvement has truly enriched the sessions. Let's carry forward the learnings from today and continue empower research, break barriers, and build a strong knowledge society. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Rise not in wealth or weapons, but in hearts of its people. Let us now rise to honor our great passion and pay tribute through the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत